What's going on, guys? This is the Erie Better Beer Bureau, back with another blind review. I'm Pat.
Dave.
And I'm Maury.
These guys were sitting outside whenever I did the pour. Let's get into this and see what they think. How about the aroma on this one?
Let's do it. Well, it's a little mild, but I'm getting dark chocolate for sure in the aroma.
I do have to say this is probably a little cooler than I would have.
Yeah, liked it to be.
Cool, didn't warm up as much in the last hour and a half as I would have liked it to.
I'm getting an oaky smell out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Or some sort of woody type smell.
It's a touch roasty.
Yeah.
It's still, to me, that kind of like chocolate is the dominant aroma, but I think it's roasty. Dave, I can almost see the oak. I'm going to agree with you. There's a bit of a woody aroma on this.
Wood chocolate, a little roastiness,
A little bit of sweetness.
little
A
sweet.
little bit of
But
sweetness,
I'm getting more
but
bitter.
I don't think it smells as sweet as a lot of the dark beers we drink. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
What's the first thing that comes to mind on this one, Dave?
I get some booziness and some wood and that cocoa chocolate flavor. It really follows the nose, but the flavor is a lot more bold than the aroma. Definitely much more bold. I mean, I get a little heat out of it, actually. I don't know if I want to take a stab at the alcohol content, but I get a little heat on the back end. I get that woody flavor. I get the chocolate. I get the roasted bitterness, like roasted malt bitterness out of that.
I'm going to agree with a lot of what Dave said. To me, it's chocolatey. I'm actually getting even more of a woody, oaky character on the taste than I was on the aroma.
Jay, would you say this beer has been aged in anything?
It's tough to say for me. I think that maybe it's seen some oak aging. If it's actual bourbon barrels that this has been aged in, I would say that they've either A, been used before for another beer, or B, they haven't spent a lot of time in here. However, I am getting, like Dave said from the beginning, I am getting like an earthy, oaky flavor out of this. Yes.
I'm fairly confident it's aged in some sort of barrel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's bourbon because I'm not getting those typical like sweet vanilla bourbon. Can I contradict myself? I'm starting to get on that last sip a little slight, like maybe it's because it's warm in a touch. Like I'm getting a little slight vanilla flavor out of it now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll kick it off. I really actually, I like this beer. I'm going to go a 4 out of 5 on this one. I think it's got some great flavors. It's got a nice oak earthiness to it. Some real subtle little flavors, which I feel like, I know you mentioned it's a little cooler than you would have liked us to drink it at. I think if we gave it 15 more minutes in a glass, holding it, some of those maybe sweeter flavors like the vanilla and whatnot might come out. But yeah, I'm going a solid 4 out of 5. I'm even leaning towards 4.25, but 4 out of 5 on this one.
I'm actually right on the same page as Dave. I think this is a 4 out of 5. I think it's really, really good. I'm really enjoying sipping on it. I can't help but every once in a while I get a little bit of an aggressive bite from this carbonation in this beer. Mm-hmm. It just surfaces every so often. I'm not going to go as far as to say it's over carbonated, but
it's not.
For an Imperial Stout, I think it's a little bitier than what I'm used to, that's all. But I think it's a pretty solid beer. I'm going 4 out of 5.
All right. I'm actually going to agree with you guys. I give this beer a 4 out of 5. It's a very enjoyable aged Imperial Stout. Doesn't quite have the body of some of the other ones we've had recently, but there is a great mix that I like the really solid oak flavor in this one.
Yeah.
The oak and the lasting bitterness with a little bit of char on this is a really enjoyable beer to sip on. And I'd like a little more boldness out of some of the flavors, including the bourbon. This beer is North Coast
Wow.
15th anniversary Old Rasputin aged in bourbon barrels.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice pick.
11.9% alcohol.
Like I said, I was getting that little as it warmed, those subtle vanilla flavors
Yeah, they were
on those
starting
last
to come
couple
out a little
sips.
bit. I agree.
And
with
I
you.
thought maybe there was some bourbon, but there wasn't that overwhelming bourbon.
Yeah,
flavor.
I mean the bourbon is definitely, I'm going to say it, it's definitely mellower than a lot of your barrel-aged stouts out there. So if you're a fan of barrel-aged stouts but think that some of them have too much bourbon, this one right here might be right up
It's
your alley.
definitely the way to go.
Yeah, this is definitely a great beer.
Absolutely.
So next time, cheers.
Cheers.
What's going on, guys? We're back with another blind beer review with the Erie Better Beer Bureau. I'm Pat.
Dave?
I'm Warren.
Maybe we better do that.
Yeah, that was
I thought it was pretty solid.